What if I told you the sun is coming for Earth, and we only have 100 years left to survive? No escape, no backup planet, just one insane plan. Move the entire Earth out of the solar system. At the beginning of the story, we're shown that the sun is slowly moving closer to Earth. Because of this, fires and droughts have started spreading across all regions of the planet. So soon, scientists begin announcing to the entire world about the danger of the upcoming solar crisis. They explain that if the sun keeps moving at this speed, it will swallow Earth within 100 years and completely destroy it. And after 300 years, it will wipe out the entire solar system. So to save Earth, the UEG, United Earth Government, decides to work on a project called Moving Mountain. According to this project, scientists will build massive engines and install them across different parts of Earth. With their help, Earth will be pushed out of the solar system to save it. But this project was extremely expensive. At the same time, food and resources were running out day by day. Because of this, people started rioting and protesting. These protests included people who didn't care about consequences or risks. They believed that the government was putting humanity in danger for a threat that hasn't even arrived yet. On the other hand, UEG bans a project called Digital Life Project, DLP. Because of this, protests become even more intense. DLP was a radical group that believed the future of humanity lies inside computers. Basically, they wanted to create a program that could upload a human brain into a disk, but due to lack of resources, they couldn't continue their work. So, to get resources, they started hacking and launching terrorist attacks on UEG. Meanwhile, UEG notices that people are losing trust in the Moving Mountain project. Many people are trying to stop it. But then the Chinese ambassador Zhou suggests completing the first phase of the project. He believes that once the first phase is completed, people will regain trust. Zhou says that to complete the first phase, they will first test engines on the moon, because they also plan to push the moon away from Earth so that its gravitational connection breaks. UEG then decides to train several people as astronauts for this task. We are introduced to Leo, a pilot. At the same time, the base is surrounded by protesters, and guards are trying to control them. Suddenly, a protester enters the base, but a girl named Han knocks him down. Leo is impressed by Han and starts imagining a life with her. After this, all trainees are sent into space using an elevator for their first test. This elevator is the tallest ever built. Its speed is so fast that some trainees faint and don't even get to see the station being built for the project. Here, trainees are taught combat skills, how to use firearms, and are repeatedly trained to travel via the elevator. They also undergo medical tests and daily exercise routines. During this training, Leo and Han fall in love. One day, Leo bribes a guard with cigarettes and brings flowers inside the base. He proposes to Han. That same morning, a new batch of astronauts arrives and joins the elevator. Suddenly, drones across the country activate, and engineers realize the system has been hacked. At the same time, the elevator starts ascending ahead of schedule. The new astronauts begin changing clothes. Leo and Han notice they're wearing trainee uniforms. That's when they realize these are terrorists. Meanwhile, drones attack the base, setting it on fire. Pilots try to stop them but can't target them because the system prevents attacking their own drones. Since the drones are hacked, they attack freely and even crash an elevator. Inside the elevator, terrorists steal IDs, lock all gates, and trap trainees in their seats. Anyone who resists is brutally beaten. Leo escapes his seat, uses sunlight through his glasses to burn the lock screen, and opens a gate. He finds an injured teammate and goes after the terrorists, fighting them. One terrorist falls to his death. Leo chases another with a fire extinguisher. Meanwhile, terrorists use stolen IDs to move the elevator to the station. At that moment, drones fire a missile at them. Meanwhile, scientists regain control using a quantum computer called 550C. The drones crash and explode. The elevator is pulled back. Leo is still fighting when Han breaks a window using a mechanical arm and helps him defeat the terrorist. Afterward, she angrily asks Leo for flowers again since hers got destroyed. Suddenly, the station starts falling because a terrorist triggered a detonator before dying. The crash kills many people, sparking more protests and riots. Protesters demand the return of DLP. Zoe prepares a speech to regain trust and asks for another chance from the American ambassador. Weeks later, people are sent to the moon in cryosleep to continue engine work. We meet Hang Yu, a computer engineer who wakes up and checks recordings of his daughter Ya connected to AI 550A. He used to work for DLP and came to access 550C. He wants to recreate his daughter's mind digitally. He meets Zoe, who gives him a copy of his own digital brain, confiscated earlier. Hang Yu recalls how his wife died in a car accident and how he tried to save his daughter through DLP. Joe had helped him upload her into 55EA. Now Hang Yu wants to upgrade her into 55C. But Joe refuses. Suddenly, a massive solar storm is detected. The team rushes to save equipment. Engines survive, but 55C is destroyed. Since launch is in 3 days, Hang Yu gives his 55EA in exchange for joining future AI development. The test succeeds. The moon shifts slightly. This proves their concept, and global trust is restored. Later, Earth's engine test succeeds too. The ground shakes. Earth has moved slightly. People celebrate worldwide. Over the years, stronger engines are built, and the project is renamed the Wandering Earth. People accept the project. DLP disappears. Underground cities are built, but access requires passes. Earth's rotation slows. Days become 60 hours long. Radiation increases, causing cancer. Leo and Han get married and have a son. They struggle as their son doesn't get an underground pass. Han gets cancer. Hang Yu creates a new AI for his daughter. 14 years later, Leo becomes a major. During an interview, AI 550W suggests he stay with his family. But Leo insists on going to secure his son's future. Han wishes to visit her hometown one last time. Meanwhile, Hang Yu secretly uploads Ya into 550W, causing system failures. He is arrested. Leo takes Han to Shanghai, now frozen and deserted. She says she wants to die with dignity. Meanwhile, system issues resemble past hacks. Moon engines explode and the moon starts falling toward Earth. A tsunami begins. UEG decides to use nuclear weapons on the moon. Leo joins the mission. Han dies before he leaves. His son goes to the underground city. Teams are sent worldwide to restore the internet. Many astronauts die en route to the moon. Leo crash lands and continues on foot. On Earth, teams struggle underwater to restore servers. Joe dies while helping. Chaos spreads globally. A final plan is made. Astronauts must manually detonate nukes, sacrificing themselves. Older pilots volunteer. The moon is destroyed, but debris heads toward Earth. The mission seems to fail. Riots erupt, but Hang Yu, now inside AI, activates the internet. Engines ignite. Earth moves just in time, avoiding destruction. People celebrate. Leo records the moment for his son. Hang Yu reunites with his daughter inside AI. 7 years later, Earth stabilizes. Joe retires. The next mission begins, passing Jupiter and leaving the solar system. A space station is built, led by Leo. And with that, the story comes to an end. If you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe the channel. Bye.